Hi everyone, this is Masterpiece Convoy, back with my review on the Transformers Legacy Evolution Commander Class Armada Optimus Prime Part 2. Today we shall be focusing on both the base mode and robot mode. So let's take a closer look at the base mode, and you can see that it is not 100% accurate compared to what you looked at on both the Armada product toy catalog and on the TV show itself, but nonetheless, this is the base mode the Hasbro Transformers Legacy team decided to make for him, which is still a very good updated Armada Prime's base mode. This top barrel piece here can move down, rotate 360, and you can even remove it, which is pretty cool. You can plug in the ion cannon, as well as various 5.5mm weapons/weaponizers on the Armada Prime's base mode, and of course the effects parts. You can even have Prime stand on the base or any other Transformers toys. Now for comparisons, here it is next to my Siege's Nemesis base mode. And you can see the difference between a G1 Prime style base mode and a Armada Prime style base mode. And here it is, next to my brother's Armada Prime's base mode. And you can see the difference. For starters, the gray on the Legacy one has a dark gray, whereas the old Armada Primes one has a light gray. The shades of gold are different. The old Armada Prime's base mode has electronic features. For example, the old Armada Prime's trailer has an automorph to it when you transform the cab into robot mode, whereas the Legacy's one does not have that feature at all. The old Armada Prime's base mode has electronic sounds. When you push this button here, and when you plug in a Minicon and push it back, whereas the Legacy's one does not have that at all. There are hidden compartments on the sides of the old Armada Prime's base mode to launch the Minicon. And to store it. Whereas the Legacy's one does not do that. Also, there is a gun that you can pop up and fire a missile, but there is no missile to fire. There are 3 Minicon ports on the old Armada Prime's base mode to plug on your Minicons. / Energon weapons. 1 has a pop-up gun. Whereas I wish the Legacies one had at least Minicon ports to plug on Minicons. There are 5.5mm ports to plug on 5.5mm weapons. One last thing, since my brother's Prime's trailer is a loose one, it is missing the missile and the missile barrel piece, so that is it for the Armada Prime base modes. So moving on, here is the main event. Here is the new Legacy Armada Prime in his robot mode, and it captures Armada Prime's likeness. So let's take a closer look at the robot mode, and you can see the Hasbro Transformers Legacy team got everything right on how the Armada Prime toys were made underneath at the time when Aaron Archer was in charge of the Transformers toys. Now, for articulation, the head can move up a bit. Side to side a bit. And rotate 360. The arms can move all the way around. Side to side. And rotate 360. The elbows can bend. The lower arm can move forward and back. The wrists can rotate 360. The flaps can move up. So the legs can move forward, back, side to side, and rotate 360. The knees can bend forward. and back. And ankle tiltage. Plus, you could have him holding the ion cannon. Plug in an effects part. The Skyboom shield or any other 5.5mm weapons. You can plug the effects parts into the smokestacks. Or at the bottom of his feet to give him jet boosters. You can even remove the smokestacks just like on the old Leader Class Armada Prime toy. Except that one, the smokestacks can plug together to form a gun. Whereas on the Legacies one, you can't do that, but you can plug them into the ion cannon. Or into your minicons. The smokestacks on the old Armada Prime were done in see-through plastic, whereas the Legacies one is done in silver plastic. You can store the ion cannon here. You can plug in the swords into the arms to give him the movie-verse arm swords. Finally, when you fold down the chest, it reveals the matrix of leadership just like on the old Armada Prime, except that one, the matrix was not removable, whereas on the Legacies one, the matrix is removable. And it's the same gold matrix that's like the old Armada Prime toy. Now, for matrix comparisons, here it is next to Big Convoy's matrix, and you can see that one is also gold. Here it is next to my Cybertron's Primes matrix. Here it is next to Power of the Primes, Rodimus's matrix. Here it is next to MP10's Primes matrix. And here it is next to MP44's Primes matrix. Now for comparisons, here it is next to Siege's Nemesis. And you can see in robot mode, here he is more or less Voyager class size. Here he is next to Overrun, and if you have Overrun or Sparkplug, they can act like Prime's Minicon partners. And here he is next to my brother's Deluxe Class Armada Prime toy, and you can see the size difference. But yeah, all in all, I would give the base mode and robot mode a 10/10 because it is a very good updated Armada Prime's base mode and robot mode, even though it has a G1 vibe to it. Well, that is it for my review on the Transformers Legacy Evolution Commander Class Armada Optimus Prime Part 2. This is Masterpiece Convoy signing off.